Hi everyone, it's Tyler from TLA back again for another whiteboard session. I'm here with Josh from Hamilton Engineering, and we're going to talk today about water quality and direct versus indirect heating. So I'm going to turn things quickly over to Josh to talk about what's in water, why it matters, and then we can talk about things, the effects of that water quality and different ways to address it when it comes to water heating. So Josh, I'm going to let you take it away real quick.
So one of the things with water quality is everybody has to keep in mind that no manufacturer actually warranties for scale buildup and scale failures. So at Hamilton, we're pretty picky on all of our water quality. So it's not always about your hardness. It's all about what your water chemistry, what's going inside of it. So you got to deal with your TDS, you got your hardness, pH, alkalinity, and also another part of that is your water temperature. As you look at your graph here, water temperature greatly increases the amount of lime deposit that actually comes out of your water. So you got up to 3,700 gallons a day that you use your water, 140 degrees, you get 30 pounds of scale deposit over a year. So it's all about what temperature you go to and how much scale actually can drop out of your water and what you're trying to do. So as you can tell, it's not all about what's just your hardness of your water, it's all about your water chemistry, what's going inside of it. So we always are very picky on what happens inside of our water quality as to how it affects our heat exchanger for everything.
So when it comes to scale buildup in piping and heat exchangers and things like that, a lot of times we see it in this lopsided kind of configuration in terms of buildup. One thing to take away is if this is just a pipe, this kind of reduces the amount, increases velocity and things like that. But in a heat exchanger, it actually reduces your efficiency. And actually, even by ASHRAE, that 1/16 of an inch can drop your thermal efficiency by 15%. That's a big number right there, and something to keep in mind that just that little bit of a scale buildup has a huge impact on the heat exchanger efficiency. So that's another reason to keep in mind, and usually we see this buildup lopsided because this is kind of like the burner configuration, and this is when it can start pitting and things like that. But there are solutions to poor water quality and scale buildup. And I'm going to bring Josh back in here to talk about why we could potentially go to indirect when we were dealing with these poor water quality issues.
So one of Hamilton's solutions is actually we heat the water indirectly. We call it our odd water packages or indirect companions. For an odd water package, so we actually put a brace plate or a plate and frame heat exchanger between the heat source and the storage tank. So you're isolating that raw water from a small closed loop that probably has about 5 to 10 gallons of water inside of it. So when you start heating the water indirectly like that, you don't have that big temperature difference like you have over here. You may have 180 degree water on this side, 140 degree water on that side. When you have those kind of temperatures, scale actually doesn't drop out of the water, hardness doesn't drop out. So it helps protect your entire system and your main investment. So going to this style, we have our indirect companion. Actually, this tank has a coil on the inside of it. So we're indirectly heating our water like that with a tank type style system. So just keep in mind when you're direct water heating in a hard water area, these are typically throwaway water heaters. You'll get 5 years out of it. But if you want to go to a much longer longevity of a system, you'll get a lot more years out of the life of the system when you start heating the water indirectly like that.
So once again, we talk about water quality a lot when it comes to hydronic systems and humidification. And I've said it before, I will go out there to a site if you're having an issue or concern with water quality, and we'll do a water test. We'll pay for that because we want to make an investment in your design. We want to make an investment in the equipment that we're probably providing or specifying. So just let us know what the situation is. Hamilton Engineering has a lot of custom solutions, a lot of odd water packages that can fit the need for a lot of different heating applications, whether it be domestic water or boiler heat. So thanks again for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.